Hello guys. So I've been planning on doing this series where I I go from the old versions of Minecraft all the way up to like 1.16, which is basically just a snapshot right now. And I mean, it's usually gonna be like probably a 1 week thing where every week I get a new version. But for now, since these are the older versions, and even though there is some interesting stuff about it, it also like isn't that much. So we're probably gonna like skim through these mostly, but I am gonna talk about like what's different and stuff. So currently we're on our Ruby Dung is the nickname for it says because it's RD 132211 I think, and the only real difference from this is that I'm pretty sure this version came right after Cave Game Tech Test, which is like the original tech test for like what would become Minecraft. And the only difference in this version is that you can like place down blocks and destroy them. I think you could do that on the Cave Game Tech Test, but on this one, you can. The only real difference that's noticeable is that now the world's just flat, and it's not like before where it could just be like a massive like cave system. So, I mean, yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, here we are on the second world. So I think the quality of the video should improve now. I'm like still messing around with OBS settings, but anyways, the most noticeable difference on this one is that now we've got AI implemented, which is obviously Steve, but there are still no new block additions. But I think that comes in the next version, which is 2009 515, which I'm pretty sure means May 15th 2009. And I think blocks come in that version. If not, it's some other change to the AI or something like that. But I have the wiki open, so I can just check that real quick, and then we'll be done. Okay, so this is basically just RD So this version is RD 132328. Obviously, still going by the Ruby Dung name, but on the next one it won't be like RD versions anymore. So yeah. Let me finish building this and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so here we are on the next one. Noticeable differences. Now we've got 4 blocks. We got stone, we got dirt, we got cobblestone, and we got wood, which obviously look very different to now. Other differences, you can spawn human mobs by pressing G. We've got this version finally includes full screen mode. Uh, uh, Judging from the additions thing on the wiki, it says support for different block types and dynamic blocks. We've obviously got the crosshair now. And in this version, the crosshair is going to be thinner, but in the next version, which is RD 16131348, the crosshair is going to be. I haven't checked yet, but I'd imagine it's not going to be that much thicker, but it is going to be thicker. There is some changes. Like it does, like if you like you can't there is now world generation, but to do that you gotta delete the level.dat. But a picture should come on screen now of a house, and around it shows the new world generation in this version. So now we're gonna move on to RD 160052. Okay, here we are on the next version, RD 160052. Again, this does still have the new world generation, but because I haven't deleted the level.dat, it won't work. And if I decide that I am gonna put it, then you'll see a picture of the world generation, which is actually more clear than the last one. So I may just put that one instead of the house. There are bugs now. There's like, but that seems to only happen in like the correct world generation. They're rendering bugs, so like dirt or grass won't like render correctly and it'll look glitched. And if I but in here are some of the bugs. When taking a screenshot with print screen, it will take a screenshot of the thing that the program first showed on the screen. Each time the player runs or tabs into a program, it updates that image in memory. When the player hits print screen, it doesn't take what's shown on the player screen, but for some reason it pulls it from that memory. When out tabbing, the GUI disappears. This only happens on Linux, and sometimes rendering glitches occur, which is what I was talking about. And there may be a picture that pops up of like the rendering glitch. The noticeable changes are block particles, which means that, as shown here, when we break a block, we have particles now, and they fall once they fall, they disappear instead of just disappearing as soon as they like spawn. The only other change left is that now you can jump farther, and you also fall faster, which wouldn't be that noticeable, but yeah. So we'll be moving on to RD 16.13.48 on the next one, which obviously still has the terrain generation, but you'll see what new thing we have. Okay, so here we are again. We're back in it. So the difference now is that even though I'm clicking 1, 2, 3, 4, we now have saplings here. Now, obviously, they look different. I feel like in my opinion, what like really feels different is that they look brighter and like they're not as detailed. But here's the change list. The launcher variant of this version uses textures from later versions. So yeah. World generation clips have been re-added. The grass layer can now be thicker than 2 to 3 blocks. Particles now follow the player's location. A player facing up will see the full particle rather than a sliver of the side. So yeah, that's the thing that. So there's been like some new stuff where the particles were like 2D. Now it's more like 2D, but it follows you around. The crosshair graphic is thicker. Now it looks like modern Minecraft. And like modern Minecraft crosshair, and the game is no longer in full screen mode. And the fix was fixing the rendering glitch where the world became invisible at certain angles. Oh yeah. Before I go on any further, shoutouts to the Omni Archive, the people in the Omni Archive Discord. They've been able to like find most of these versions again. Otherwise, I wouldn't have as many of these versions as I do. So yeah, if you want to join them, there should be a Discord link for it in the description. And let's move on into the next one. Okay, so here we are on Alpha. Now we've moved on to Classic. Even though I can't remember if the rest were Classic, but there were some differences before this one, but we don't have, as far as I know, the versions before this one, like the alpha versions before this one, haven't been archived. I did delete the level .dat so we could get the terrain generation. I mean, the block texture for wood has been changed. It's not like pinkish anymore. There are a lot of pictures of this version in terms of like people building stuff, so probably Notch himself building all that stuff, but maybe there are some other people because this version was public. So those will probably show up, and yeah. Other notable things. Let's see, changes. I mean, there isn't much. There's just fixed an issue with start and destroy functions. There probably were some other changes, like the wood was changed between like updates between like 0.0 0.2 alpha to this one, so there's probably some changes to like other things. But for now, this is what we have. There are caves in this game now, so if we dig down, we should be able to find one. If we don't, then it's fine. But yeah, well yeah, now we can fall out of the world. I think we could before. But yeah, that's about it. Photos of the art should have showed up before if I decided again to put it, but here, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so, you couldn't see that for the second, but, there was a loading screen now for, like, everything being created. As you can see, there is water now. Apparently, judging from like the versions, there were lava lakes were added in between some of these versions. I don't know which one. You can see water physics are kind of weird right now because it's like the first time they were added. So it stays like this for a second and then it loads in. So I'm pretty sure caves are in this one. No new blocks as far as I can tell. Saplings were redesigned and like changed again. So if we put a block down, put this. Also, as you can see now, there's a menu. You can generate new levels like that. Lava lakes no longer spawn over in the overworld. That means that you're not gonna see like lava lakes spawning on top of the water. Let's see. Can I find a cave this time? Okay, still no. But yeah. There were also some cool builds from this version, obviously. Like people were starting to build stuff in it and stuff. So that's that. You can save levels, but it doesn't work now because it's super old version. There is a fix for it, but I'm not gonna really start saving until like alpha versions. Even though this is alpha, but I mean like because this counts as classic and not alpha. But yeah, we've got like I forgot to say that in the last version, but we have like the FPS counter up top now. And yeah. Oh yeah, and don't worry about the pink haze that happens. It's just because I'm playing this game on my graphics card instead of like the Intel one. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so now a lot of stuff has changed. As you can see, now we have trees. Oh, they look weird, and the leaves also don't look like any alpha or classic leaves just yet. But yeah, we got trees, we got wood, we got, let's see, we got the planks are now like what we usually see now. We got obviously the logs now. We got leaves, obviously, because trees. We have also sand, so that means that there's now like beaches that can spawn. Sand's kind of dark now, but it will change later on. There's gravel. This looks kind of similar to like old gravel, but not exactly. And that's basically it. According to the wiki, the blocks that were added were sand, gravel, gold ore, iron ore, coal ore, log leaves, and in terms of world generation, there's trees now, obviously. Water now flows faster and it flows from the world border and now shows its texture when selected to place. And lava now replaces all generated air blocks in caves below Y11. So that means I might have luck this time as finding leaves. But that's the one for 14A. This is 14A underscore 8. So let's see what that one has in terms of changes. Let me just scroll through here. and here we are. Okay. So change the tree shape, so they were different before. FPS is now increased, and lava is no longer fully bred at all times. And C418, the creator of like Minecraft songs, like probably the one you know most, Sweden, or like Hagstrom. He uploaded a video on June 4th, 2009, testing out various sounds on this version. And this is the last classic version without multiplayer functions, because up next is 0.0.15, which is multiplayer test 1. Now, we don't have that one. I think they do, but it's not like fully brought out yet. And they do events with it, which is what I'm saying I think it is. But yeah, and here are some other caves. You can see there's iron ore. I think, and I imagine if we go down, we're gonna find more like ores. Like we just found the coal ore right there. Let's go deeper. And we reach bedrock. So yeah, there's bedrock now. That's about it. So we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so here we are on it still says alpha, but it's classic. 0, or we could just say 0.0.16 alpha underscore O2. This does have multiplayer functions, but I mean, there aren't really gonna be any multiplayer servers open, and it's like direct IP connect. Trees are now like how we remember them basically. As you can see, particles for the leaves are kind of weird because they kind of like float. There weren't many new additions to this. Like the grass is like I think it feels like it's less bright, but it could just be me. Otherwise, I mean, saplings still look the same as like a couple of versions before. So I think that's the only real new addition. I mean, we could go see if we can find lava for once. This cave seems to go pretty deep. Okay, we found water. Is there anything through here? Okay, there is. It's an underwater cave. I don't think it has any lava. Oh, there it is. Oh, we found lava. Yeah, here it is. You can see lava does. The only problem is that lava right now causes like floods. So if you like dig out this section, but and it stays the same height. Let's say that it stays the same height, right? Even if lava doesn't like stop, it just kind of floods all over it, and I think there are some videos of this happening on like servers on this version, but this was later fixed on later versions. Okay, so we've jumped all the way to classic 0.0.21. Noticeable difference almost immediately. Well, the game crashed, but if it doesn't load, I can just say it. There's higher FPS on some computers. There's now a gray background screen behind the block selection, which is what you can see down there. We can now select blocks, like in our inventory, I guess you could call it. There's all types of colors of wool now. There's glass, gold, sponges, stone, and gravel. Gravel's texture was changed now. Saplings are still called shrubs right now. There's red flowers, yellow flowers, red mushroom, brown mushroom, and then there's still gold, iron, coal as like ores. So let me exit out of this, and we'll move on to the next version of Classic. Okay, so here we are on the next one. This is 0.0.22 alpha underscore 05. Yeah, let's see what has changed on this one. I should probably start looking the thing up before I start recording. But there are servers still. The changes for this one are unknown. But we do like I can like show off the what's added now better. So B is to open up the inventory, as you can see, and here you can see all the wool and stuff, and you can place down sponge. Actually, let's see. Does sponge suck up water now, or is it like normal block? Yeah, it does, but we don't have wet sponge like in current Minecraft, obviously. So yeah, that'll clear. If you have any water problems, you can just put down some sponge and that'll clear it out. So yeah, people usually use buckets now for obvious reasons, because sponge is like not as easy to get. I think sponge was removed along some like at some point, and obviously was added back way later. But I mean, the functionality of it is still here, as it is in like modern Minecraft. Just that normally everybody uses buckets. Okay, so that's that. Up next, I think we're gonna be moving on to 0.0.23, if not 24. Okay, and here we are on 0.24 survival test. So it's not like for this one, for these versions, it's not gonna be creative anymore. Instead, now we're gonna be in like survival, but of course we're not. It's gonna be like testing it for obvious reasons. There's creepers now. There's skeletons, as you can see over there, but I think they shoot arrows now. I don't know. If you press B, you can put in a sign. I don't know how to edit them yet, but yeah. F changes the fog settings. I think you can like grab wood, and it like you get it as planks, so you can make your own house. Yeah. There's pure zombies. Obviously, their AI is still like old AI, so they'll just kind of stay there. They got armor. I think the only armor that's in the game right now is iron armor, so you can't do much. This just drops that it's iron ore. There's one of these versions that you can shoot arrows, but I can't remember which one it is. Just kill the skeleton. As you can see, skeletons don't shoot you. They're kind of like zombies, but slower. Creepers are over there. I'll show you what creepers do. Skeleton doesn't kill me before that. You can see the flowers there. Let's get over here. So there, you can see. I think the only armor they can currently wear is that one. But yeah, let's head over here to creepers. So they explode if you get near them, obviously. But what they also do is that if you kill them, they explode. So yeah, you might want to watch out for that. Obviously, item drops are now in the game. They glow. I think they do that for a while in the other versions too. If you want to get away from these mobs, just build a tower like this. Because they still have the old version where if you stayed like this, they would be like unable to get you. And yeah, that's about it. So, oh yeah, the menu's now changed, and you have like stuff like this. There is no sound, but I mean, you can't do much about it, because it's like old versions of Minecraft had these in like a weird server that's like now defunct, so they can't use it anymore. Or something along those lines. I don't know how to. I can't remember what the term for it was. But here, let's see what happens if we die. Because there is like a screen when you die. And it's just game over and generate new level. And then you can pick like small, normal, or huge. I think those things might have already been on the past ones, but because we didn't generate a new level, I couldn't check that out. So we'll move on to the next one now. Okay, so this is survival test 0.24. 0.25. Then this, I think this is survival test too, but let's look at the changes in the normal one. Pigs now drop 0 to 2 brown mushrooms, so there's pigs now. The player spawns with 20 arrows, the ability to save and load files, but that was already in the other ones. Skeletons now fire purple arrows, mobs are now more dangerous, mobs are faster and have a greater follow radius, or blah blah. You shoot arrows, I can't remember what it was, but it was something on the keyboard. Killing skeletons now makes 6 arrows drop, but that's kind of hard because they're like super OP. Monsters fight each other. If a skeleton shoots another mob, they battle to the death. That's pretty funny. I mean, there is like basically that. I think pigs might have been on the other versions, but because they were like created accidentally while Notch was trying to make pigs. I mean, yeah, creepers. No, wait, the other way around. Creepers are accidentally created while Notch was trying to create pigs. Sorry, and he like broke them in a way. But yeah, you can see that there's pigs now. Also, the score like goes up top. Let's see, what do creepers do? So creepers don't explode, as far as I can see. They only explode when you kill them. So yeah, they don't explode like when you're near them. Yep. Hey, so. Okay, well that's one new way to die. But yeah, that's it. More or less, I guess. The other thing that I told you, that the score display is now on the top right corner. So before we go, let's see what this version has different. It's not known if there are other versions like 0_1 or anything like that. The sign that I'm talking about is still there, like when you press B. Let's see if I can like show it real quick. Right, so yeah, if we press B, the signs still pop up. So let's move on to the next one. Hey, so here we are on 0.27 survival test. You can no longer do the same thing by pressing B. Player swing is slowed down. Gold ore, and coal ore and iron ore drops. Iron ore drops iron blocks. Gold ore drops gold blocks, and coal ore instead of dropping like coal or anything like that. They only drop slabs. There are spiders now, and you also spawn with 10 TNT, which you see right there. So you can like press it down and then hit it, and then it will explode. And you can kill mobs like that, pretty easy. Honestly, it can be like hard to get it. Here, let's go find some like iron ore and gold ore, and we'll like probably build something out of it. If the mom doesn't kill me before that, obviously. Let's see, let's go down here. There is a version soon in the in-dev, which is like a couple of versions after this, because we still gotta deal with 0.3. And then we'll look at the spiders after grabbing some ore. If there is any ore that we can grab right now. Or we can just go look at the spiders right now. Yeah, you can honestly see there's cobblestone. And when you mine that, it doesn't just drop stone. So this will probably be the first part that I cut out. If I can't like, if I can't find a spider right now, I'll probably cut this part out. I don't think there's any spiders in the first place. So you come over here and fall into the soul with your brothers. There you go. So now there's so here, for example, we can do this. Where we just like blow them off. Okay. One over here. And they're all dead. So yeah, that's basically it for this version. There's still more to come, honestly. So let's go on to those. Okay, so here we are on Alpha 0.29, which is the version. We're basically back on creative. The next one is the pretty much. It's pretty well known. It's 0.3 creative. There are new blocks added now. There's slabs. There's no, the last was already there. Bricks have now been changed. There's obsidian, bookcases, TNT, gold orb, iron blocks, and mossy cobblestone. And yeah, uh, I don't think there were any new colors added, but there is the ore. But I don't know if that was already on there yet. Yeah, let's build like tiny structure here. Torches haven't been added yet. I don't know if they come in the next version. They might, but we'll see. Building good-looking stuff, or at least decently looking stuff in this game isn't. In these versions, isn't really that hard. I don't know why. I just feel like it's easier. Oh yeah, there's still no flying, so yeah. And that's it. Okay, so here we are on 0.30. This is survival. The next one will after there's 3 different versions of this. There's 0.30 underscore 1 or just -1. There's -2 and then there's -3. I think the only difference between them is that they have like different they have like bug fixes and stuff. But yeah, this is basically still survival test. I don't think there are that many differences, although we've got this now. I don't want to deal with those skeletons. Let me blow up this creeper. Okay. So before every single mob in this world kills me, I'm just gonna like dig a hole right here. Okay, so that creeper won't be able to kill me. But yeah, now you can see that whenever you grab these, it gives you gold blocks. And as you can see, gold blocks are like very different in this version than now. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm back here for a second to show that if you hit an active TNT block, it like removes it so you can pick it up again. Okay, and here we are on 0.30 creative. On the launcher, it's named 0.30 underscore 01C. That version never existed. It's just this version and only this one. Let's see. What are differences? Removed online saving for free accounts. So there was a Minecraft Premium. Oh. Hey, so at this point, Minecraft, you already had to buy Minecraft. World generation time is like it could take up to 2 minutes now. Now it only takes a few seconds to generate a world. There's the local file saving. This is the final version of Minecraft Classic. So after this, we're gonna move on to InDev, and after that, I think it's InfDev, and then after that, it's Alpha. So yeah, there are no new blocks yet on this version. Obviously, there's no portals that came on in they came late on late alpha. I think if not like late beta or early beta, but I'm pretty sure it's late alpha. Yeah. Here, let me build something real quick. And we're good. So, I'll see you on Endev.